Hello everybody, Psychic Medium Julie, just coming on here to say hi. If you can do me a favor, if you're coming on, if you can start tapping the screen, and this way what happens is my moderators will be notified and they can help me kind of navigate through doing lives today. So the way that it works today is I do take a $25 donation to do my lives. I know Lily already signed up for one, so I'm putting her name down. And Lily S, or Lils, when you come on, please let me know. I'm so excited to do this for you. In the meantime, how is everybody? I'm gonna get my water and see how you guys are doing. For those of you who want to know who I am or don't know who I am, my name is Julie and I'm a psychic medium. And what that means is I can speak with loved ones who have crossed over. Yeah, it looks like Lil can't do the reading right now, so I'm seeing you're in a lot of emotional pain. I'm so sorry. So I was going to do a collective reading until my moderators come on, so I'm hoping that helps you as well. Hi, Sunflower Rising. How are you? I'll wait for a couple people to come in. Hi, Lizzie girl. I was going to come on here and do kind of a collective reading. Hello. For those of you who don't know who I am and just coming on, my name is Julie and I'm a psychic medium. What that means is I can talk to loved ones who have crossed over. So nice to see you. And I did have somebody who signed up for a reading. She paid $25 and she did a donation. But she just messaged me and she's on her way to the doctor. So I'll do hers later. Do you talk to people from heaven? I've been dying to talk to my grandmother. I do, Haley. The way that my gifts works is I'm trying to figure out how to do this. The way that I do my readings on days like today is I take a $25 donation. So if you're interested in getting a reading, you can check out my Venmo is right here. And it's only $25. So once you do that, I'll see something pop up here that tells me that you paid. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep saying hi to people. And I do private readings as well, and phone readings and Zoom readings. So there's all kinds. Can you see one's future? I can see things that are coming up in a person's future, but I can't predict the future for you. Nobody can actually, but I can see things like that are coming up, if that makes any sense. Like I have a client I was doing a reading for this afternoon, and I kept seeing like, oh good, their property just spread. I'm trying to write this name down. Sell, and it being leveled after, and I kept seeing that over and over again. Hold on one second. And then, so I was like, you should sell your property because there's going to be a land development or something. So she sold her property, and then the hurricane hit and leveled everything. So I saw it being leveled, but I thought it was like from a corporation because all the houses were leveled around her. So I'll see it, but I won't know exactly why. Okay, so I have Jenna, and I see you, Jasper. I have Jenna. Okay, perfect. So I have two readings I'm doing a reading for. Thank you guys. And so, and Haley. Okay, so I have 3 readings, and I think that's all I'm going to have time to do this evening. But I'm going to start in order of people that paid. So I have Jasper, and I have Jenna, and I have Haley, and I have your last names, but I'm not saying them now because I don't know your good. Okay, Haley, I see you. 99120. Okay, Haley. Okay, perfect. And Jenna, if you can, let me see. I'm not taking any more readings tonight. I'm just going to do the 3 that signed up, but I am going live this time tomorrow too. Hi, Miss Verde. There's a moderator. Now I can start. So I'm going to start with Jasper. Jaspret. Jaspret.com. I'm just going to call you Jas. Jas. So you paid first, so I'm going to do your reading first. And the way that I like to do this is I'm saying hi to people now, but once I start a reading, my moderators are going to say, like, can you guys hold your comments kind of things. And I can't answer that question for you, Camilla, really quick because I'm going to do the reading for Jasper and I want to stay focused. So Jasper will do. Okay, perfect. I'm going to call you Jasper because I love that. Okay, the way I like to do it is and Jen, I see you. Perfect. So Jen, you're after Jasper and then it's Haley, okay? So perfect. Let me see. Jenna W. Okay, I've got everybody. Perfect. And my moderators are here. So Jasper, let me do your reading. So the way that I like to do it when I have a big group like this is I like you to tell me who you would want to hear from, because I'm hearing a lot of names called at me. Yeah, here, we'll go like this. Whoops. That's okay, hold on 1 second. So Jasper, if you can do me a favor and let me know which direction you want to go in, Jasper. Is there someone in particular you wanted to hear from? And I understand a lot of people are asking, but I'm just doing one reading right now. So if you could hold your comments, please. Jasper, I'm waiting for you. Jasper. So Jasper, if you can tell me which direction you want to go, because your reading is first, okay? Thanks, Miss Verde. And the way I like to do it, Jasper, if you can tell me if there's a person who's crossed over that you want to hear from. Don't have anyone who's passed away recently, was hoping for a general reading. Okay. But I do see, hold on 1 second. Did you ever want to go into architecture, or is there somebody in your family that is in like land development? I see buildings around you and I'm wondering what this means. It's like real estate, architect, or land development. I see those around you. So is this you, or is it someone who's crossed? Because I have to pay attention to what I'm seeing around you. I comment, but it takes a while to get to you. No worries, you're doing great. And Jasper, can I ask you, is your father crossed over? Because as I'm doing your reading, I have a father figure coming through. And one thing I wanted to know is somebody's talking about further education. So I don't know if you're actually furthering your education, or if you are, let me see what they're trying to say. Furthering your education, or if it's like actual formal schooling, or if you're on like a spiritual journey. Because for some reason I see the whole library of Hay House Publishing behind you, and I'm trying to understand what they're talking about. Okay. For tech or for your career. Yes, he died years ago. Okay, just so you know, he comes through. I have to ask you, did he smoke? Did he smoke cigarettes, or do you? The reason I'm asking, sweetheart, is because I can taste smoke in my mouth, and this is usually their way of trying to show me that I am, but it's halted at the moment. Okay, so you had education, but it's halted at the moment. Okay. There's something really like magical with you. I would love you to look up a book called The Power of Now. I think that you would get a lot out of that, and for some reason I keep seeing that. Can I ask you, did your when your dad comes through, I feel like very dizzy energy. So I'm trying to see, did your dad was his passing sudden? Like, did he fall or did he have a heart attack or something? No, never smoked. Not you or your dad. Okay. Just so you know, I'm seeing it for a reason. So if it's not you, then I have someone else coming through as well. With your dad, you don't smoke. And your dad did not smoke? Because it's definitely a gentleman coming through. And it can be like, hold on one second. It can be like cigar smoke too. And I know this is like a double message for everybody else. Just take it in and relax and enjoy the reading. I know for sure it's for Jasper. So sometimes what happens is my moderators create a safe environment. So they mute people if it's not your turn. Okay, nope, not for you. He died in the hospital and had CHF. Okay, just so you know, he's showing me this and I feel very dizzy. So before he went in the hospital, did he have a heart attack? Yeah, and passed all of a sudden. That's how I'm feeling. I feel sick, and then I feel like dizzy. Something happens where I feel sick and dizzy, and then next thing you know, I'm gone. I feel like that's why I asked you if it was a heart attack, because I felt pass very fast. Do you know what I mean? I don't see an illness before you think it's incense, but no one smoked. Thank you for being open to me with that. But I know that there's someone on the other side, and it's a gentleman. So if your mom is crossed, it can be her. If your mom's dad is crossed, it can be him too. Just write it down. I know this sounds silly, but just write it down. It will make more sense as the time goes on. And I keep seeing polo around you. Did anybody in your family ever wear that perfume, polo, or did you ever play that game? You know when you're on a horse and they have the stick and they play that game. It's polo, right? Do you know that perfume, that cologne I'm talking about? It can be polo shirt, polo game, Marco Polo. I don't know why I'm seeing this, or the polo cologne. Just so you know, I'm seeing it. It means something when they show me that. The one thing I feel is that it's so important to tell you this. You know you're smart. You're 10 times smarter than you think you are. So do you kind of have a racing mind? And man, do you have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. Your mom's parents are still alive? Okay, just write it down. And even ask your mom. Like I'm telling you, there's like somebody who, I know these type of cigarettes, they're showing me. No, he wore Calvin Klein. Okay. This is like the Calvin Klein obsession. And I see 5. So were there 5 people in the family? That's okay. Just write it down. This will all make sense to you. I promise. And I keep these and post them over on YouTube. They don't have the words down below because for some reason that doesn't go with the voice. Anyway, I'll have this so you can look at this later and ask your mom. But I want to pay more attention to you and what they're talking about. You're 10 times smarter than you think you are. So I wonder, do you have a habit of overthinking things? Yes, all the time. I don't think that I'm a good person. Yes. Okay. You are a good person. You have a big heart. You do. You do. I have a feeling you're a bit hard on yourself and that you overthink things. So there's this like perfectionism, and it's a perfectionism because you really want to like help other people. Okay. Thank you. The Calvin Klein. Yeah. One of the things you need to know is I see the number 5. So is it mom, dad, and 3 kids? Or because your dad keeps showing me number 5. 5 of us now, mom and siblings. Okay, that's dad's way of showing me that. Did you kind of step up and help take care of the family? Are you the helper? Because your dad is coming through and saying thank you for that. And it also shows me 2013 for some reason being a very significant year for you. So I don't know if that's the year your dad passed or what 2013 was for you and your family, but I'm seeing that, if that makes any sense to you. He says your mom is beautiful. And your psychiatrist says the same thing. I'm telling you, sweetie. I'm telling you. But you're an empath and you're smart. So you're just overthinking things and being a perfectionist because you really care a lot. But sooner or later, sweetie, you're just going to have to do 1, 2, 3, go. Do you know what I mean? You're not ready yet, though. So 2013 means something to you? Or you're an empath and you care a lot? He passed that year. How would I know that? Look at Dad come through. See, he really knows. And you moved. So that was significant for you. See, he knows that. And he's been watching over people. I jokingly say he's staying out of the bedroom and the bathroom because when I tell people your loved ones are watching over you, they get a little bit freaked out and they're like, are they everywhere? Did someone in the family just get a new car? Your dad literally is like, talk about the new car, talk about the new car. He keeps talking about that. I feel your dad was hard on himself too. Do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like you get this from your dad. Yes, you've been told you're an empath, definitely. There's something about, there's a book called The Survival's Guide to Being an Empath, but there's also a audio book or regular book by Cheryl Richardson's. It's called Extreme Self-Care. So please look that up because your dad makes me feel like he's trying to help you, but he was a perfectionist as well, if that makes any sense. And he says that his passing tumultuous. So there was something like he passed fast and then everything changed. So you're saying like Dad passed and then you guys moved that year. So he knows, no, I think my brother is getting a new car. Okay, you don't have a car. If your brother's getting a new car and your dad's bringing that up, he's just showing me that he knows what's going on around everybody. Okay? Because he talked about the 2013 and then ignore my dryer. He talked about the 2013, 5 people in the family left. Do you know what I mean? Like he knows what's going on. But he wishes he would have left tools for you behind, but he didn't know how to stop this perfectionism either. Do you know what I mean? So as much as you got that from your dad, hold on, and you must just be so beautiful because your dad is saying that your mom is beautiful and the kids are beautiful because of mom. That's, your dad just keeps saying that over and over again. And I feel like if he came back, he would do a carpe diem. So is your dad quite busy and very driven career-wise? Because if he could come back, he would do a carpe diem and seize the day. Does that make sense to you when I say that? He would do a seize the day. He didn't, yes, he just didn't slow down. So he's around you now, and he's so sorry. That's one of the things I feel is he's telling me he's sorry. So Jasper, he really wants to help you at this time to move forward in your life so you don't feel like you're feeling stuck, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and you're very responsible, your dad is saying. He always worked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And as he crossed over, he did a life review and he looked at his life and he was like, oh my gosh, everything I did was for my family. I worked for my family. I was taught to do that. He had to work from like as a child. Do you know what I mean? So it was very driven in his head to like make money for the family. And he thought he feels like still so young when he passed away. I consider anybody under 75 young. Like it's too young to go. Do you know, even 80 feels like too young, but definitely 75. So is this making sense to you? Okay. So now what he's doing is he's trying to help you get on a different path and learn different tools that he didn't know. So he's showing you, and he's saying when you're reading spiritual books, that's not a waste of time. It's helping you change your mind and change your habits so that you can enjoy your life more. He says that you feel like, hold on one second. He says that you feel like, tell me that one more time. You feel like, to me, he says, you feel like, sorry, I saw Luz and Lily. I saw you, sweetie. I'm just in the middle of a little reading right now, but yeah, come back. Yes, he worked all his life and he was under 50. Okay. So let me go back because I feel like I'm being pulled to the next reading, and this is what happens. I feel like I start to get like Phoebe from Friends and a little bit disconnected, and I'll start like, it's like buzzing sound. So let me go back to you. Your dad is very proud of you. He's helping now from the other side where he didn't know how to have the tools to help you while he was here. He's extremely impressed by your mother, who seems to always be able to, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. He's saying Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Put all the pieces back together. There's something about your mom putting pieces back together. Your mom's amazing that way. Hi, Amanda. And he says that he wants to help you because you're feeling stuck. Does that make sense? So the spiritual books that you're reading, YouTube videos that you're watching, it's not a waste of time. It's going to help you like center. Do you know what I mean? It's going to help you center, but you're on the right path. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Does that make sense to you, Jasper, when I say that? But just keep talking to your dad. He's your guide on the other side. And for those of you who want to know more about like how this works, I do have a book called I Am Home on Amazon that helps a great deal to like see how they're alive on the other side, and you can still communicate with them. As much as I love being a medium, your dad knows all of this because he's been watching over you. I don't know it. Do you know what I mean? It's your dad. So just keep talking to him. He hears you. She's tried very hard to continue to. I've been feeling very stagnant. I have a feeling you're going through what I would call a spiritual awakening. So the first thing, the best thing that you can do is up your energy for yourself. You're understanding all of this? Okay, perfect. So I am being pulled. I'm like start to hear other names. So I hope this reading helped you today. And I know I'm being pulled to the next person. But thank you for allowing me to give you this reading today. And you have very good energy around you. You're doing well. Okay, so I know some of you, I know somebody was just talking and she's up next. Hold on one second. So Jen, hi Jen hi. I'm just going to take a breather because I need to drink some water. It's hot here today. I'm doing readings tomorrow if you're interested. Excuse me, around the same time, 5:30 Pacific Coast time. It's $25 donation, but my list is closed for tonight. And the next people I have is Jennifer W, Haley 99120, and then LILSUS. So if you guys are here, you're welcome, Jasper. Many blessings to you. You're in good hands. Just use that inner voice to be kinder to yourself. Be your best friend right now. Here you go. So Jenna Jenna Wynn, that's how I'm going to call you. You're next, and then Haley 99120 is next, and then Little Suze, I think you're still muted from when I was giving Jasper's reading, but hang in there, I see you. Sounds like Wynn. Okay, perfect. Whew, okay. So Jenna, the way I like to do it, sweetie, is thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. And the way I like to do this is because I have a large group here, it's different than my personal readings. Is there someone that has crossed over that you would like to hear from today? Tomorrow I'm doing readings at 5:30 Pacific Coast time. Thank you, Regim. Yeah, thanks, Miss Verde. You're doing a really good job. And I know that LILSUS, she may come in and say hi. But she paid for a reading and she had a doctor's appointment, so she's just coming back. Okay. Marty or Cam, I can't choose. Whichever one wants to come through. Okay. Jenna, do you sing or something? The reason why I'm asking is there's a song. I wish I knew the song. I keep hearing this song and I keep hearing Rainbow, so I don't know if Marty or Cam or somebody, it has a sign of a rainbow. It can also mean that someone is gay. So I'm just being open. Or do you sing? I'm seeing a rainbow around you. I'm trying to understand what this is. And this is for Jenna. Jenna Wynn. Dun 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 over your head. Dun 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 tell ya. Dun 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 dun. I wish I knew the song. I'm going to a concert for a band called Rainbow Kitten, surprise in July. That's why. Thank you. How would I know? I love that they're like, talk about music and talk about a rainbow. I'm like, I have no idea what that means. But see, it doesn't matter that it doesn't mean anything to me. It means something to you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Perfect. Okay. I can't tell. Cam and Marty, they're both guys, right? Was one of them's like, tell her I'm really good looking. Tell her I'm still really good looking over here. And he's like that. So who's the one who's like, I'm really good looking? Like he's like, I'm really good with the ladies. Like he's joking with me like this. Like he's so funny. Do you know what I mean? He's so funny. I'm trying to see which one it is because he's literally like, he's looking in the mirror and he's like, still looking good, and he's making me laugh. Yeah, Marty. Okay, just so you know, was there something with Marty or Cam where they had? Did you go to high school with them? The reason I'm asking about that is because I keep seeing. You know how you have Spirit Week and people, hi Libby, and people put on skits. Did you go to high school with these guys, or was there something about like? You know how, yes, we were best friends. Okay, because I keep seeing like Spirit Week. You know how like Spirit Week you put on skits and people do different things with their hair? And if it was Marty or Cam that literally like blue hair, like did you guys ever dress like the Smurfs, or was your color blue? I don't know why I'm seeing this. And his hair was like up. Like I can't, like it's almost like a mohawk, or his hair went up. It feels like a Spirit Week skit or something. Does this mean anything to you? And he's showing me, like, they'll show me things about me after all of our football games. That's ringing a bell with Cam. Okay, thank you. Because I keep seeing that over and over again. And I can't tell which one is talking to me. Hold on one second. And I keep seeing it's ringing a bell. Okay. I record these, so you'll be able to look at, again on YouTube, like within the next 24 hours, I'll post this, okay? So hold on one second. After, when I was in high school back in the day, we would, after football games, go over to, Round Table Pizza. Hi, Elena. We would hit like Round Table Pizza. Would you guys do that? Go to the football games? And then is there a specific like pizza place that you guys would go to? I just keep seeing it like that. And I cannot breathe. Steak and Shake. Thank you. It was your place though. Do you know what I mean? Like if our friends couldn't find us, they would go there and we would be there. Does that make sense to you? And did you guys, even after they were passed, did you guys do something there? Like in honor of them? Yeah, that would be your hangout. Okay, thank you for that, because they're showing me that. Hold on one second. I don't know how they passed away, but I cannot, I can't breathe. So at first, the first thing I was feeling in was that it was a car accident, but was it a car by water or something like that? I am trying to catch my breath as they're coming through, and I cannot breathe. They either drowned or died of hypothermia. Thank you. Oh, canoeing. Okay. Thought it was water. I cannot breathe. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Okay. I know there's a lot of emotion on this, so bear with me here as I'm trying to breathe through this. Yeah, because at first I felt like it was a car accident. That's when I start to feel pain in my chest. I didn't feel like that. I just felt like I could not breathe. So that's how I know. I was like, was the car in water? Because I see water. Okay. I'm so sorry this happened to you, sweetheart. And the whole town, I don't know if you guys live in a small town, but they were devastated. Do you know what I mean? They were devastated. I'm telling you, they were devastated. Hold on. And wherever they were, where they passed away, people ritually go there and you are from a small town, and they put flowers all the time. There's always still flowers and wreaths, and somebody put something. They were lived. Yes, everyone was a mess. I feel that too. One of them, I don't know if they had been out for a long time. One of them, it feels like fell in the water, and the other one thought it was a joke, and they were like, oh, come on, man. And he's like, he was passed out. He didn't hit his head, but he makes me feel like had they been out for a long time and he was like dehydrated or something, because he passed out and then like fell out of the boat, and the other guy was like, come on, man, who are you kidding? Like, what do you do? And I'm supposed to talk about Top Gun. I don't know why. Reminds me of the scene at the end of the first Top Gun movie where Tom Cruise is in the water with his buddy Goose. So I don't know if someone called them Maverick and Goose, or if there's like a relation to that. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, and it makes me feel like one of them fell in the water. It feels like Cam fell in the water. This is just what I'm seeing. And then Marty went in to help him, and Marty, it's making me cry. Sorry. He wouldn't leave him. He was holding on to him. And then I'm holding on to him, and I'm holding on to the boat. Thank you. And that's what I see. I'm holding on to him, and I'm holding on to the boat, and I'm like, come on, man, come on. And he wouldn't let go of him and go in the boat and go get help. He wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? He just wouldn't. He makes me feel like he just wouldn't let go of him, and that's how they both passed away together. Does that make sense? I can picture it as you drive it. Yeah. But I do know that one of the things that's so important to know, because mom and dad, everybody plays it over and over again in their mind. And somebody was wondering if there was foul play, if anybody else, if there was like a third party or something like that. But I'm telling you, one of them felt like Cam passed out. Like, I feel dehydrated. I don't feel like I'm passing all the way out, but I feel like, you know how when you're dehydrated, they must have been out there a long time, not drinking enough, or drank the night before. I feel very dehydrated. I feel like and then the other one laughs and goes, come on, man, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh shit. He's like, seriously. And he's like, this is why people should wear, say it again, life vests no matter what they're doing, because you don't know if someone else is going to pass out and you're like, I'm a good swimmer, but it's like, well, are you if you're carrying someone else? Do you know what I mean? One of the things that I'm feeling though, I don't know if actually someone's, now that they have passed away, if someone's talking about water safety and saying like people should wear life vests all the time, but I'm telling you, they didn't die for nothing. Like a purpose will come out of the pain from them passing, if that makes any sense. And I know your name's Jenna, but is somebody's name Allie? Is there also like an Allie or Allison or Allie? Because I was like, your name's Jenna, and they're all Allie. It's like, Ellie is your sister. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. How would I know that? They're all Ellie, Allie. Yep, look at that. How would I know? See? Then if that's right, then so's the other thing that I was talking about. Does that make sense to you? And is it your birthday or someone's birthday coming up or theirs? Because they literally get a cake in front of my face and go, whew. So I know that's like there's a birthday. They just said it. They're just showing me that over and over again. One of the things I know is that they said that sometimes people's passing, now that they're on the other side, they're showing me that when people pass away, some people pass because there's a purpose for their passing. And these guys want water safety talked about. They say that if you Google and look water safety, the deaths that happen because people aren't wearing a life vest for just like fun activities is too high. And they keep talking about that. My daughter's birthday was Monday and her party is Saturday. Yep, that's just the way that they show me that. Do you have 2 kids? They show me a number 2. They show me 2 like that. Okay, let me pull back. I also have to ask you, with these guys are over there, is your grandfather also passed away? Okay, is she too? Is your daughter too? There's something about 2 around you. Your daughter is 2 or your grandfather's also passed? Because there's a grandfather figure related to you and he keeps going like, got your nose. He was like quarters behind your ear. Like he's all dumb grandpa jokes. Like he's so funny. Just turned 1, but going to start trying again for a second one when she turns 2. See? Thank you for being open. Yes, grandpa is passed. Okay. He's like the corny grandpa. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? He's so funny. Do twins run in your family or something? I just saw 2 kids that look incredibly alike. And one thing I have to ask, yes, he was so sweet and fun. Yep, was total sweet guy. No twins run in the family. Do 2 people look alike? Were people always asked if they were twins? I'm telling you, I keep seeing 2 people that look alike and or twins. They just keep showing me. But let me go back to the thing he was just saying. Hold on 1 second. Really important to know. The 2 people who passed away, the 2 guys who passed away, they did not suffer. It was what seemed like hours where he was holding on to his friend and the boat. I see orange for some reason. I don't know if the kayak was orange. I don't know why I see that. I'm holding on to that and holding on to my friend. They passed very peacefully. Did your grandfather pass before them? So I think he's trying after. Okay. He's coming through for a reason, like with them. So I think he's trying to show you that they are okay and they did not suffer, because that's what people, yes. Yes. That's what it feels like to me. Because I'm holding on to Cam, who is like passed out and or groggy. I can't tell the difference. And then I'm holding on, and then the passing seems to be very I'm getting like, I'm supposed to tell you that they did not suffer, that though he was holding on to his friend, which seemed like forever in a day, their passing was extremely peaceful. That's what I see. And they're sad that people are sad because of their passing, because both of them were like always wanted to cheer people up, and that's why they were so popular, because these guys would help everybody. If somebody didn't, some little lady in the neighbor didn't have her lawn mowed, they'd mow it. Do you know what I mean? For free. They were just very sweet. So I want you to know that they are around, and your grandfather is very much around you, and just thinks the world of you and Ellie. I have to say, you have a wonderful family. Yep, they were the best guys ever. So someone's going to be starting something like talking about water safety or something like that in their name, because they show me that. Okay? Perfect. Thank you for letting me give you this reading today. I'm so glad that they came through. Jenna, I'm so glad that they came through. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so I want to thank them for coming through. Woo! I'm going to grab some water. I'm so happy too. I'm so happy too. They're watching over their family and helping from the other side as well. So I do have Haley 9920 and then LILSUS if you're still here. If you could take this time to say hi so I know. And just in the meantime, I want to thank the moderator, Miss Verde. You're amazing. And if you could do me a favor and just know I'm not doing any more readings after I do the people who have already paid today, but I am here 5:30 tomorrow Pacific Coast time. So right now I'm looking for Haley 99120. That's Haley 99120. Thank you, Elena. These readings are so on, and I just always pray before that people are going to feel better after they receive a message. Perfect. And little SUS, if you're here, I can do your reading too. If you can just take this time to say hi so I know. If not, what I'll do is I can message you through Venmo where you paid, and I can do your reading first thing tomorrow. Okay? So perfect. Okay. Thank you. So Haley 99120, I'm ready to start your reading. And the way that I like to do it when I have a group like this is I like for you to ask who you want to hear from. You don't have to tell me their name, just who they are to you. So if there's a mom who's crossed over and you want to hear from her, just say that, and then I can start your reading. So this is for Haley, your granny. I was going to say, I feel a female energy coming through. Do you know, Haley, that she's your guide on the other side? Because you guys seem to have a very close relationship. That's one of the things that I'm feeling about her. And hold on one second. Did your grandfather actually build the house where your grandma lived? The reason why is there's a country song. Who was married to Blake Shelton? What's that girl's name? I think Blake Shelton wrote the song, Miranda Lambert. And it's about a song that says, "The house that built me." Your grandmother's talking about that. So I'm trying to understand if she's showing me that someone built the house that she lived in, if that makes any sense to you. And you grew up on the same land? Okay, thank you. Because it's something house that built me. I just keep seeing it over and over again. Look up that song by Miranda Lambert, because your grandmother's showing it to me for a reason. And I'm supposed to, did she make, like, I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you a reading from her, and all I can smell is, it smells kind of like scones, blueberry scones or biscuits. Are you a big baker? Was she, my Grammy, my grandpa, my parent, my family all lived on the same land? That's how she shows me. So look up that song because it will mean something from her. She makes me feel she's very happy with, she loves sweets. Okay. But someone like, I'm smelling these, so I don't know if someone went to school to make pastries, or if she actually cooked these all the time. But she's showing me them, and it's making me hungry, is what I'm going to tell you. And she just keeps saying biscuits and gravy. Did she not have teeth at the end? Or biscuits and gravy? Biscuits and gravy. She just keeps showing me that. Biscuits and gravy. And I feel like I love eating this because I don't have to. Okay, hold on. She didn't cook all the time. My grandmother baked all the time. Baked. Yes. Okay. And she had teeth. Okay. And would invite your. Okay. She baked. That's why I keep smelling like a bakery. I'm like, I thought she baked so much. She makes me feel like she did it for a living. Do you know what I mean? And I know that you're saying all this too. But she also was talking about biscuits and gravy. Who had someone make them biscuits and gravy because they didn't have any like teeth, or it was like they didn't have many teeth left, so it was easy for them to eat. Like, just write that down because there's a story about it. And is there a Billy Bob or Billy? Can also be William, but I feel like they're saying Billy Bob, Billy Bob. I just keep saying that over again. My granny was basically adopted into the family. Okay. Your blood grandmother baked all the time and would invite your grandmother over. Okay, perfect. Just know they just keep showing me. I swear I feel like saying like Bob, Barbara. And it can be a name too. If it's not, I mean, it can be a lady's name too if I have it wrong. I know for sure that if they show me Billy Bob and they keep talking about bees, there's a bee name either here or crossed over that they're trying to talk about. Okay. Do you guys have like animals on the property? Did anybody ever have goats? Like goats? Haley. Hi, Lindsay's mom. Haley. I keep seeing 3 girls, a chickens and a cow. Okay. Hold on one second. I keep seeing three women, 3 girls, 3 women. Do you have 3 girls? Did she have 3 girls? Yes, me and my 2 sisters. Okay, thank you. Are you the oldest? Are you the one who's you're such an old soul, she says. Because you would sit and talk with her while the other kids would run about. Do you know what I mean? You really enjoyed your granny's time. Do you know what I mean? And she makes me feel like she very much watches over you. She's showing me that again. She keeps talking about the word goat. I know you said you didn't have goats. Isn't that like a hip saying for something? You're in the middle, but you're an old soul and you love talking with her. And ruby red. Something about ruby red. I was like, ruby red slippers? I know you say you didn't have goats. What is that saying? Like, it's a slang, like greatest of all time. Do you say that? Do you say she was the greatest of all time? Because I'm telling you, I know what you're saying about goats, but they tell me all kinds of things. And even if she didn't know the slang when she was here, I'm telling you, she's saying it. So we did not have goats. I know, Haley. But she's showing me that. So goats slang means greatest of all time. Do you say that about your granny? Like she was the greatest of all time, because she's saying she's funny. Do you know what I mean? For her to say goats and you guys don't have goats. Oh, we did have goats. Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry, it said, no, we did have goats. Okay, no, we didn't have goats. You did. Okay, sorry. Cows, I just saw cows and chickens. So I'm like, no goats? She keeps talking about it. Okay, now I can get off that subject. Okay. And you got the 3 siblings. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that she's trying to say. Something about ruby red. Ruby red. So I'm like, this reminds me of like, say it one more time. Wizard of Oz, like somewhere over the rainbow. Ruby red. July is your birthday, and the red stone. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. That's your birthstone. Okay, that's just Grandma's way of showing me. Yes. Was Grandma religious? Can I ask you? Because I keep seeing something that looks to me like a cross or something hanging on the wall, and I touch it. Extremely religious. Thank you. Where I have it, like in my house. Do you know what I mean? It's like a cross hanging up. So crazy, because it reminds me. She preached to the jail women. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. Say that one more time. Do you ever think you wanted to write a book about her or something like that? Because the thing is, she had a pretty interesting life. Do you know what I mean? Yet she was a character. Can I tell you? She's so funny to me. And she said, I always said, don't ask for my opinion unless you want to know the truth. So I feel like I'm not going to get a lie from her. Like if I'm like, do you like this dress on me? She's going to be like, not really. Not with those shoes. Do you know what I mean? Feels very, yeah, she was an extreme character. I feel like if anybody were ever to write a book, they should write a book about her, because her character's so funny. She's a granny. People are like, you're a grandma, you shouldn't be acting like that. And she's like, there are no rules about that. And she's like, you're a Christian, you shouldn't be doing that. And then she just would. So I just feel like she's going to wear boots with a dress. She's going to do this with this. She had no rules. There are no rules other than just to be kind to others and to give to others. Do you know what I'm saying? I just keep seeing that again. Does somebody make homemade noodles in your family? Exactly right about her. She's making me very hungry, I have to tell you. Like homemade noodles. I know she baked, but she's also showing me my grandmother or my mom would make homemade beef stroganoff and roll out the dough and cut it by sight, and then take those, drop them in the pasta in the hot boiling water, and then pull it out with her hands. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing that right now, but I'm seeing that vision when your grandmother's coming to me. Yeah. She loved food. Yeah. Okay. So it's your granny and your grandmother. Is your grandmother, your blood grandmother, is she also crossed over? Because she wants attention. Do you know what I mean? She wants attention. Okay. She's alive. Okay. There's somebody here that reminds me of, she's related to your grandmother that's still alive, and she's the one who wants the attention of passing down all those recipes. So it's something about, and it reminds me of like homemade noodles. Like I don't even buy my noodles, I make them. Do you know what I mean? They were best friends. Okay. I'm supposed to joke that they were like Lucy and Ethel. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if one of them's names were Lucy or if they just were silly like that, but I'm supposed to make a joke about Lucy and Ethel. Do you understand when I say that? Did you guys have a cuckoo clock? Did either one of them have a cuckoo clock? They were basically like Lucy and Ethel. That's what I keep hearing. Yeah. Okay. So one of the things I know is that your granny really makes me feel like she wants to thank you for, that's okay. She wants to thank you for being her best friend. She wants to thank you for the time that you spent with her. She enjoyed your visit. She really knew that you had a busy schedule. And I don't know, hold on one second. She lived a full life, but she lived it even fuller life because you were one of her best friends. Does that make sense? And you didn't have to. You could have like gone off and played with the other kids, but you always made it a point to spend time with her. And you're saying that you guys aren't blood related, but I really feel like she had such an impact on you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like even though you're not blood related, you're more alike like her than you would think. Does that make sense? Like the feistiness your grandmother is saying, the feistiness your granny is saying. And what an adorable lady. But I think that people would mistake her and say, oh, she's religious and she's sweet, but like, don't mess with her. Do you know what I mean? She could be feisty. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it does. She had a huge impact on who you are today. Haley, I'm just going to throw it out there. If you ever wanted to write a story about her, I think you would be very good at it. She was your granny and I loved her. She was family. I think you'd be very good at it. And I think it would make a really good book. And excuse me, for some reason I keep seeing that movie Fried Green Tomatoes. So I don't know if it would be something like that, where you would be like starting the book off and talking about the past and bringing it to the present. But people would not believe the life that this woman had. Do you know what I mean? And she's an example of how other people should live their life to the fullest. She said that she had great pride in herself for keep going, and she didn't let the bad things that had happened to her in the past keep her down. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And before I go, because I know I'm moving over to someone else as I start getting, yes, that you understand that? Do you understand, did she, I don't know if her name was Marie or why she's showing me Marie Osmond, but Marie and Donnie Osmond had a show back in the day. Hold on. And Marie used to sing Paper Roses. It goes, paper roses, oh, how real those roses seem to me. Her name's Del Marie. Okay, that's why. I was like, why are you showing me that? So just know that she loves you eternally. Their bodies dissipate, but their spirits are very much still alive. And she's around you, sweetie. She tells me that you talk to her all the time. And especially outside. I feel like you're a real outside person. So just so you know, she's very much around you, watching over you. I jokingly say they stay out of the bedroom and the bathroom. That's none of their business. But she's around you, okay? So she'll help you with anything. But really, if you ever want to write a story about her, I think it would be very good. Okay? Thank you so much for allowing me to give you that reading today. She's just adorable. No wonder you loved your granny so much. I want to adopt her. You're welcome. There's nobody like her. Do you know what I mean? Thank you. So Haley, I'm ready to give your reading. This is for, oh no, that was just Haley. Hold on one second. Haley's done, sorry. And then I think if little Seuss is here, I'm doing her reading. But if not, I will be on here tomorrow at 5:30. And I always like to do something like a collective reading at the end. Yeah, 100% unique. Yeah, she's 100% unique. And I don't know if someone still has her shoes or why she's showing me shoes, but I just keep seeing shoes. So little Suze, if you're here, come say hi to me, sweetie. If not, I'm going to do a collective reading. My dog is letting me know that it's about 5:30 or 6:30 because this is the time that she usually, Oh, there she is. Little Suze. Okay. Little Suze 8510. Okay. Can you just say hi to me, please? And I'm trying to see if you're the person who paid for the reading earlier. So if you could do me a favor and just say hi. I think I have. I don't know if you're the one who paid for the reading or the other lady. I think I might be confused here, and I've done this before. Let me do a collective reading and log off, and then little Suze, what will happen is I'll message you through Venmo, and we can set this up for tomorrow at 5:30. Okay? Because I've done this before, and I've given the wrong person the reading, and so let's do a timeout here. Okay, but before we go, I just want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you, Little Suze 8510. Can you tell me? Oh, it was me, but I was blocked. Okay. I'm trying to see if you're the one who I was giving a reading to earlier, and you messaged me on Venmo. Can you tell me what you said, and then I'll know this is you? And I'm sorry to have to do it by test, but I did this before there were two Haleys, and the Haley that got the reading paid for the reading wasn't the one who. So I sent you a message on Venmo. Can you tell me what it said? It said that I was at the doctor. Hope. Yep. That's it. That's you. Yeah, Miss Verde, no worries. Yeah, just muted. Okay, Little Suze, I'm going to give you your reading today. Let me grab some water. And how I like to do this is if you could do me a favor and let me know specifically like who you want to hear from, not name, but just like if it's dad or mom, or I am a psychic medium, so if it's somebody you wanted to hear from, if you can do that. And Vanessa, I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time, and I do take $25 donations. Sometimes people pay ahead of time before my event so that you can be one of the first ones on the list, and my Venmo is here, and then show up tomorrow at 5:30. So it's very simple. So Little Suze, can you do me a favor and tell me who it is that you would like to hear from today so I can hone in on their energy? Not their name, just who they are to you. You're welcome, Vanessa. Thank you. You don't have a person in specific? Okay. So with a large group like this, the way that I like to do it is I like to guide your reading in a certain area. So hold on one second. Do you have, I'm getting a J name either here and or crossed over. So this is like, hold on, but S. But S. Oh, I don't know what that means, Little Suze. Do you have a John or James either here or crossed over? They're showing me a J name, and I'm trying to understand who it is who's coming through. And there also somebody who's in like medical, nursing, or dental. The reason why is I'm seeing white, and that's usually my sign of like somebody's a healer or somebody's working in the medical profession, either here and or crossed over. And this is for Lil Suze 8510. They're also showing me things in boxes around you. So I'm trying to understand what they're saying. Hi, lover of music. Okay, just write it down. They're showing it to me for a reason. They're showing me things in boxes, which usually shows me like you just went through a lot of things that you're getting rid of, or you're looking for a move. They're literally showing me things in boxes. And I have to ask you, is your dad here, or is he crossed over? And is there something about stepdad? Did someone get a divorce and then remarry? I'm just going to start pulling out all the things that they're showing me. When I tell you names, don't only think about the people in your family. Think about the people who have been married into the family too. Because as much as I say that we don't have the John or James, it just keeps coming through still. And I feel like I need to talk. Okay, your dad is still alive and no stepdad. Is there a marriage where somebody had a divorce and they married someone else, either for you or someone around, like in the family? I'm just going to ask it like this. Who is the one who, so they just keep talking about stepmom, stepdad. It's like something like that. And usually they don't tell me about they won't say like stepdad. So it's like somebody was married and they got remarried. I just keep hearing that. And if for some reason, if I'm not able to connect with you, we can try this again tomorrow at 5:30. But I know, yeah, there's going to be double messages. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yep, it's you. So nope, not me, but I'm divorced, not remarried. Yes, I got you. So when we get a divorce, is your ex remarried? This is what happens. When I'm giving a reading, whoever is responsible for any like happiness in your life, they'll come through. And if it's somebody who's like, just be open. Because I know I have this. I did this the other day and the lady was like, that's my so-and-so. So hold on one second. Let me keep channeling for you, okay? When something happens in our life where we get a divorce, because they were talking about steps, so this can also mean hold on one second. This is the way it works. When people pass away, they cross over and they do a life review. They're either happy of their life or they're not. If they caused something that caused harm in your life that they didn't fix, they will be with you. So even if you got a divorce, if it's somebody on that side of the family that wants to help, they will come forward. So let me go back to this. Your ex-husband, is his dad crossed over or is he here? Sorry, I gotta fix this. Your ex-husband, is his dad crossed over or is he here? Because when I hear step, it can also mean father-in-law. And then I said, she's saying no. And they said, talk about the divorce. Oh, I understand. No divorce in your ex-husband's. Both parents are still alive. Okay. Okay. They won't stop talking about this. Okay, hold on. So no divorce in your ex-husband's family. What I'm saying is they're talking about your okay, this is how I know. I have a father figure coming in, and I'll stick with what I know. He was talking about a divorce, and then he was saying step. You're saying that both of his parents are still alive and that they're not divorced. I believe that. But I have someone coming in who is a big part. My father's biological father was not his father. Thank you. My father's biological father was not his father. Okay. Is he crossed over? Because someone caused a ripple of something that was not healed, and now it's like residue on your life. Do you have a brother as well? It's like residue on you and your siblings' lives. And now they're on the other side trying to help with this. And I swear there's a J name somewhere in there. If it's Okay. And they're also talking about an M. Is there like a Michael or Mary? There's like an M coming through, either here and or crossed over. And one of the things that they're showing me is that, hold on one second. Let me see if there's anything else that they're trying to show me. See, and they're showing me things in boxes. Are you thinking about moving? Because I keep seeing boxes. And that's usually like, I just moved, or I'm going to move, or I'm throwing out all my old stuff and getting. Jose Manuel was my grandfather's name, not biological. Thank you. So is Jose, not John. Okay. Thank you. That's it. That is it. Thank you so much. Okay, hold on. It's heavy energy because one of the things that I feel, sometimes a reading will click. I'll get somebody's energy and I'll get the answer right after. I'll get somebody's energy and I'll get the right answer. If something isn't happening yet and I can't hear, it's because someone who's crossed over has regret. Do you know what I mean? They regret about like how they lived their lives, didn't live up to someone's expectations, or that they left residue here of something that they could have done better. And so I just keep hearing that. Is there also a Frank or Francis either here or crossed over? And so the M was Jose. So I was like, there's a J name and then an M. So it was, we got the J and the M, so I can put that to the side. It's like I play like an investigator here. And are you thinking about moving? If something about, did you say I just want to sell everything and move to a beach house or something like that? Even if you were just joking, say, I'm just going to sell all this and go move to my lake house or my beach house. Because I'm telling you, as I'm doing your reading, I feel like this is the time for you to reinvent yourself. And I just love you around water. I just do. Did you grow up always going to a lake house? Do you love the ocean like with you, little Suze? I just see a house and then I see water. So one thing I know is that they're bringing the energy in to try to encourage you to think about yourself, because they're telling me that you always run around and think about others and you put others first all the time. They said that this is great, but it leaves you kind of feeling like somewhat stuck sometimes. Does that make sense? Okay, you're from the Dominican Republic and you grew up in the beach. Yeah. And there will be double messages, but I'm just doing a reading for little Suze right now. So take those messages and know that her loved ones are coming through giving me a message, and this is just a double message for you. Yeah. Okay. This is time for you to reinvent yourself. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing this over and over again. So, yes, that makes sense. I love the water and the springs. It's like, it's not just that, and I get it, like you love it, but you like need it. If you don't have that, like if you lived in like Nebraska or something, or like somewhere where there was no water, pools of water around, I feel like you would get depressed. Do you know what I mean? So you're such like a water baby and things like that. Had you ever experienced art at all, like drawing and or doing photography? You live near Miami, Florida. Okay, perfect. Had you ever, and you're on a spiritual path too, like the first reading I gave for Jasper, I feel like you're getting more into like spiritual books, learning about yourself more to see how you can heal. Yes, you are a painter and you paint too. Because I kept seeing that. See, now that we've had that spirit come through, see how the energy moves faster? Yeah. Just so you know, that person's around you for some reason. And there is a gentleman on the other side that I know he abused alcohol. That's one of the things that he showed me. And his energy is just very heavy. So I'm wondering if this is your on the biological side of your dad's. So just so you know, where people couldn't make up for it here, when they get over on the other side, what they couldn't do on the earth's plane, then they do on the other side. Okay, so it's always healed. It's always like something together where they can bring it healed. But your paintings are beautiful. Do you not charge anything for them or something? Do you not sell them? Because there's something about that they're saying, Julie, these are so beautiful, and I don't see you selling them. So do you do it for a hobby? Because I keep seeing like you want more money, you want more abundance, and then you have this great gift of doing art, but you're not getting money for it or something. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Or like you give it away to friends, or you're giving away, if you charge, you're not charging enough. It's almost like you're an artist, so you have the artist side down, but you need a business person. Do you know what I'm saying? You need somebody with like a business person, and you have such a huge heart. They're saying that even after this divorce, you're just like, yeah, that must be my mom's painting because I haven't painted in a while, and she's a great painter. Nope, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. Everybody throw Little Suze a cup of confidence. We're just giving you a cup of confidence, Little Suze. I'm glad you're getting this reading today. You run around giving to everybody else. You're the helper, even in a store. You're just like helping other people. You could use some confidence. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes we don't work on our art because we don't know if it's going to make a big difference. But sweetie, you just got to keep doing it, and you're so much better at it than you would think. Because they're saying that you want money, and you're like, how do I make more money? And they're like, look at my little right. But they're like, will you do your art? Like, start working on your art. You're supposed to be working on your art. That's like your life purpose. And so if you don't want to paint, then take pictures. If you don't want to take pictures, then sketch or something. But you need it. It's like in your blood. Do you know what I mean? And I know your mom's is good, but so is yours. It's just different. Do you know what I mean? So Little Suze, we're cheering you on. I don't know who used to call you like little princess, or why I'm seeing a crown on your head, but I feel like you're just like this little princess. Anyway, that's the term I keep hearing. So I don't know if someone called you that as a term of endearment, or why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing a little crown on your head, like little princess. But you ask for nothing. They're saying that you don't ask for a lot of things, but you are getting at this point in your life. You're like, well, what's in it for me? Like, why did I do all this? What about me? It's time to think about like, what will make you happy? You've already spent a lot of time helping other people. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? And now it's really time to start really being selfish and figuring out like what you want. Because I just keep seeing that over and over again. Do you know that song? I Hope You Dance. I cannot remember. What is Kelly Clarkson's ex-mother-in-law's name? You guys are good with this stuff. I hope you dance. I hope you... Reba McEntire? Yeah, I keep hearing that song. It's like, thank you guys. So you're giving so much to other people, and you're a cheerleader to other people, but this reading is for you today. Yes, I love that song too. Reba, you're supposed to be like, now's your time to live, and you're like, I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. I'm telling you, when I see things in boxes, I know that there's movement in your life, and it needs to like reinvent yourself. Even like what you're wearing. They keep showing me, you know that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where the girl just like keeps getting up every day with her dad, and she's got the glasses and her clothes all look the same, and she's just kind of like lost her confidence. I don't know if you've lost your confidence, if you don't know how beautiful you are, but there's something about like they're shaking you, like they're like, your life's not over, it's just beginning, it's not too late, you're still young. Do you know what I mean? So they're helping you change these thoughts of like, it's not over for you. I don't know why they're telling you that, but I feel so good about it. I feel like the message is something that they're trying to give you to encourage you to move forward and to reinvent yourself. Does this make sense to you? You work with your father and you do the same thing every day, so you know what I mean, right? How would I know that? See, at the beginning, they said you were worried because you didn't think I was reading you. They're like, none of this information makes sense. She's wrong. And now this is making sense to you. Living by the water, doing your art, talking about Tula, who works with her dad at the restaurant and every day feels like the same. See, I'm telling you, honey. You've got so many angels with you on the other side, and I get it. We sometimes have a gift and we don't know what we need to do for ourselves. Yeah, you guys, let's cheer her on. And it's okay, moderators, as long as they're cheering her on. Little Luz, I'm so glad we're doing this reading for you. You needed this. You need some energy here. You needed some confidence. Like, you've lost yourself. Do you know what I mean? We're going to sprinkle some little pixie dust on you and have you be like back. You need to come back to yourself. Do you know what I mean? You need to come back to yourself. Move where you can. I can tell you, you do too much to other people. Start saying yes to everybody else and start saying yes to yourself. It's going to feel selfish at the beginning. Feels awkward. Some people may say, why are you being so selfish? You haven't always been like this. Who cares? You're doing things for yourself. You've not been your same after the divorce. I know, because you thought that was going to be your forever. But I can tell you that that divorce did not happen against you. It happened for you. Because I keep hearing, and I love you, so I'm going to sing, and I'm not a singer. So if I can sing, you can paint, okay? I just keep hearing, go, walk out the door. Aren't you the one who tried to dun-dun-dun-dun-dun? Aren't you the one who tried to hurt me with your lies? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Sing it with me. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alright. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. That's your song. Every morning. And I don't even like singing, but I'm doing it for you. Because you've got this. Keep painting. Keep putting yourself forward. Say no to other people. Say yes to yourself. You've got this, baby girl. And you're like, oh my God, and he wanted a divorce, and now my life is over, and I'm older now. No, tell yourself another story. Who were you kidding? That was for you, not against you. And nothing against your ex, but he wasn't all that in a bag of tricks. He's not that great. You were the one who was the shining one there. Do you know what I mean? So you may really feel kind of disheartened, like you put so much work and time into that, and just to have it be like the rug pulled from underneath your feet, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought he was ready to retire. I thought we were gonna be together, and now I have to work with my dad at this job that I don't like. No, everything's ready to change for you, but you do have to start speaking up for yourself. Read some books on Brené Brown. He left you. I know. He left me, but I have survived. Don't take him back. Please, for the love of God. I know people want them back. It would be easier. He's just going to do it again. Do you know what I mean? They always say, if God removed somebody from your life, don't go back to the people who broke you to heal you. Do you know what I mean? He does not deserve you. You're going to do what you're going to do. I know it's easier said than done. I took my ex back so many times, but the last time I was done. Yes. You almost died without him, and he says he still loves you. He loved you because you make him feel good. Whoever he was with or trying to be with, they were like tired of his tricks. I'm telling you. How did I know? My big fat Greek wedding. Go somewhere else. Save some money. Go on a trip. Go away and then come back. Make him wait and say, I need to think about this. I need to think about this before I make my decision. Because you do want him back, but I'm telling you, he's just going to play the same old stupid games. So go on a trip, do something for yourself. I would love to see you go do an Eat, Love, Pray thing, like go to Italy, go to France. Like, I would just love to see you do that. I just would. I feel like your spirit needs it, like Tula from My Big Fat Greek Wedding, how she invents herself. Do you know what I mean? Eat, love, pray, eat, pray, love, whatever it's called. Yes. You have to. You have to do this for yourself. I'm so glad we saved you for last, because I really feel like we're going out with a bang. We are all rooting for you. We can't make you do this, but I can tell you, you need to go. You need to go, sweetie. You need to travel. You need to do this for yourself. You made me feel so pretty again. Good. I'm glad. I made you feel beautiful again, sweetie. You are beautiful again. You just started to recognize it in yourself. Do you know that it's time for me to recognize? Is that from that one movie? Come on. You can do this. We all love you so much, and we're just rooting for you, and so are your loved ones on the other side. So I'm so glad. Yeah, that's why this group is so awesome, Jenny. No joke. I love this group. And to be honest with you, see, this is where we all move forward when we're not like, we don't know if we should or we're scared. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I did not sleep well last night. I did not. And I was feeling kind of funky, but I was like, I'm just going to grab my cup of tea, go on a walk, and I'm going to do this reading. And I'm so glad I did. So see, little Suze, you're afraid to to do your painting. I'm talking to people you can't even see. And at the beginning of this, I just couldn't connect. So I know that you were like, oh my gosh, she can't read me. This is wrong. And I really need this today. And then all of a sudden it clicked. And I was like, okay, now I know who's coming through. Now I know what's happening. And you needed this message. How would I know all these things? Do you know what I mean? So this is all your angels and your love around you, and your all of your ancestors that were there. You're going to do something. You have the potential of creating something and leaving something for your descendants, and they want to help you get your head up, shoulders back, and to be the person you truly want to be, not who everybody else wants you to be, but who you truly want to be. And it may be going away a little while from your tribe and coming back to your family for you to get a different vision. Okay? You've got this. And thank you guys for all giving her so much love. I don't want to go away without thanking the moderators. And we got to 37.4K likes, and that's the moderators. Thank you so much, Jen and Lover of Music and Mrs. Verde. You guys are awesome. Do you guys remember the scene from Bridesmaid movie? Which one? Which one is that? From Bridesmaids? I'm all with the ladies with the dogs. No, I'm just kidding. Where she said, you are more beautiful than a Disney princess. Yes. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yes. Hi, Vanessa. I would love to do a reading for you. I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time. And what people can do is it's a $25 donation. You can do that now. And then I can sign you up for tomorrow. You'd be the first one I read. And my Venmo is listed in here. That's what you're yelling to Susie. You are a beautiful Disney princess. Yeah. Perfect. Hey, Silver. Yeah, I'd love to give you a reading. Just keep in mind, I do phone readings. For those of you who are interested in a phone reading or a Zoom reading, I do those. If you want a reading tomorrow, it's a $25 donation. Some people pay ahead of time, so you're first on the list. I only do about 4 or 5 readings per time that I'm on here, just so you guys know, but I'll be glad to do that. If you're not following the moderators, please do so. They're wonderful people. I couldn't do these readings without having them hold space and keeping everybody in order. And one thing I want to say is I'm so glad that I have and so grateful for this gift, and that it's able to help other people heal and have closure and just comfort. It makes me so happy. And then I'm also very grateful for the moderators to create this safe environment so I can do what I'm doing. We're almost to 40K. You guys are so cute. Hi, Kim Aries. I didn't see you there, so I want to thank you too. But one of the things that I wanted to say is, hold on one second. I'm grateful for this group too, because you guys are even when you're not like being a moderator or anything, if you're just watching, you're actually holding space, and we're creating this like beautiful spiritual vortex where I can read better. So I just want to thank you for holding space for the people that I am reading, and I'm so glad that you were able to watch me give readings. So even if you didn't get a reading, you're like, well, if their grandmother's with them, then my grandmother must be with me, so that you know. How do you pay me for a reading? It's tomorrow at 5:30. And I do have a website. You can just go right through here, or you can get a personal reading. It's through my website, Peace-Serenity. So peace as in peace, Peace dash serenity is my website, but it's also in my link tree. Thank you. And but if you want a reading tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time, you can just go straight to my link tree. It pulls up my Venmo. If you want to do the $25 donation, then you'll be one of the first people on the list for tomorrow. All right, you guys, I'm going to go because I'm in trouble with my dogs. I need to feed them dinner, but I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I will save this and repost it on YouTube so that you guys can look over it for the messages as well. Okay? Yes, I'm going to post the replay. It doesn't have the wording on here. I tried to do that before, but it didn't work. And I'm kind of glad, because I don't want people looking up your guys' information, if that makes any sense. So you'll just see me and it looks like I'm talking to myself, but you'll know when I was giving you the reading and you'll be able to see it. But I'll repost it over to my YouTube channel. That's all listed over here in the website as well. And I will replay it over there, okay? So much love to all of you. Go get them. Little Susie, you're so ready for this, okay? Love you guys. Have a great night. See you tomorrow at 5:30 Pacific Coast time.